Hello my friends, Asoka the Geek here, and for this review we're going to take an advanced look at the new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Batman from Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. That is still a mouthful of a title. Huge thanks to the fine folks at McFarlane Toys for sending me this for an advanced review, and I am super excited to get into this. I am a huge fan of Batman v Superman, love Ben Affleck as Batman, and I love this bat suit. It's not my favorite bat suit, but it is still a fantastic bat suit. So let's take a look at this figure, see if it lives up to its real life counterpart, take a look at the accessories, and yeah, let's take a look at Batman versus Superman Batman. All right, my friends. So here is Ben Affleck as Batman in plastic outside of the packaging. He comes with his trading card, of course, and as soon as I see this trading art, I am transported back to 2016 when this movie was released. I was so excited for this movie, and honestly, for me, it lived up to the hype. I love Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, even though that title's wonky. It should have just been Batman versus Superman. I think that would have been a much simpler title, but nevertheless, love this movie. So yeah, very excited to have a Ben Affleck Batman in his BVS suit. I know we already have the Justice League Batman, but now we have this one as well. He does come with a grappling gun, 2 Batarangs, and 2 sets of hands. Before I go into the full figure review, let's take a look and see how he looks with these different weapons. All right, there he is holding the grappling gun. Again, these are on the larger side for whatever reason. But I think it looks pretty good. It's definitely a big grappling gun. Would have liked it if it had the actual grapple at the end there, but that's fine. In the movie, it's has a wood handle actually, and it's silver, so not very accurate, but it's it's a toy accessory, so I'm fine with it. But yeah, there's the grappling gun right there. And then let's see how he looks next with the Batarangs. All right, so here he is with the Batarangs. Again, these are very big Batarangs. These are your XL Batarangs, but at least he holds them nicely. They're not falling out of his hands, so yeah, you can actually have him holding them pretty well. But yeah, they're definitely on the bigger side for whatever reason. I don't know if they have to make him that big, but I don't know. They're definitely bigger Batarangs, but he looks good holding them. Again, they're just extra large Batarangs. So there you go. All right, so now that we looked at the accessories, let's go ahead and dive into the figure. All right, so here is the figure itself. So, wow, really love the texture on the suit. I just like how it's like dirtied up. Honestly, from the promo pictures, I was a little like, oh man, it's a little too textured, but having it in hand now, I think it looks great as far as the texturing goes. The color of the suit, I don't know if it's coming through on my video here with my lighting. The suit is a little too blue in my opinion. It's kind of got like a blue tint, and again, I'm not sure if it's coming through on in my video, but it doesn't really match the gray that I remember from the movie. But that's a nitpick. I still really like it, but yeah, it definitely looks like a different gray than from the movie. The other thing I think that is the most noticeable, a lot of people have already commented on, is the neck is just a little bit too long. One of the things that Batfleck is known for is that, man, he's a bulky dude in a good way, right? He's just freaking beefed out, just very muscular, and he has a shorter neck. That's kind of one of the things about Ben Affleck as Batman, is that his neck isn't this long. His head sits should be sitting a little bit lower on the neck, in my opinion. But it doesn't bother me too much. But I think that would have just added to the accuracy of the figure if it, sat a little bit lower. Also, I think just I don't know the best way to describe this, the beefiness of the figure. Again, Ben Affleck, really big dude in the movie, and especially in the suit, he's even bigger. So I think if it was just like a little meteor at the top here, I think that would have just added to it. Kind of what this reminds me of, or makes me think about, this is like a year 2 Ben Affleck as Batman, like a younger, leaner Ben Affleck Batman. That's kind of what the feeling I get from this. But again, I think, I know I'm being a little critical there, but those are just my quibbles with it. Just the kind of the coloring of the gray, and the head should have sat a little bit lower on the neck. But other than that, I love this figure. I mean, I know it's not perfect, and it's definitely has a couple of issues like I just mentioned, but just having this in hand, I just really dig it. It's wow. I love the emblem, the scratches on it, very BVS. The suit itself, again, the texture of it, the line work there. You know, this looks like the Batman versus Superman suit. Not perfect, but definitely has the spirit of that suit. It's going to look great, I think, next to the other Batmans. I know there's a lot of customizers out there who will make quick work of this and make it look more accurate. For me, I'm a stock guy. I don't customize any of my figures. I'm just not into that. So this is how I'm going to display it. And I really love it. I think it looks great. The cape is fine. You know, it's a cloth goods cape. Sometimes I love them. Sometimes I prefer a plastic one. In this case, I think it works nicely for the figure. I would have liked to have seen it also with a plastic cape, to be honest with you. It will be great if we do. I wonder what that peg is for in the back. You know, I don't know. I'm sorry, that not peg, the hole. I wonder what hole that's. I don't know why there's a hole there. What is it for? But anyways, I hope that when they eventually do the BVS line, which I'm assuming they're going to do. I mean, why not? This was, I think, sold out in minutes across different e-retailers. So there's definitely an appetite for Ben Affleck as Batman. So I hope they do a Batman versus Superman line with Superman, Batman in his armor, a BVS Wonder Woman, Lex Luthor, Doomsday. You have a lot of great characters you could easily make figures of. Anyways, back to the figure itself. I'm sorry, I'm rambling over here. The belt looks good. It's a very gold looking belt. I don't think it's this gold in the movie, but I like it. It looks good. I know the design is correct. Probably doesn't look this gold in the movie, but I love it. It looks great. And then as far as articulation goes, yeah, typical McFarlane articulation here, as you can see. Good range of motion with the neck. With the head. He looks up nicely. You can do some fun poses with him. There you go. Yeah, I really like this figure quite a bit. I like it more than I thought I would. Again, when I saw the promo pictures, I thought it looked a little too textured, but having it in hand, it looks fantastic in my opinion. Aside from the things I've already mentioned, which a lot of people have already noticed, I think it's a great figure, and there it is. All right, let's go ahead and see how he compares or how he looks next to a few other McFarlane figures. All right, so here is Ben next to Robert Pattinson Batman and the Batman Forever Val Kilmer. Unfortunately, I don't have the other Ben Affleck Batman suits handy. I rotate my display quite a bit, so the other Ben Affleck Batmans are currently in storage. So I promise I will do a YouTube short or an Instagram reel doing a proper comparison with the other Ben Affleck Batman suits. I know obviously everyone wants to see that. Apologies, I don't have him handy for this review, but I'll do a YouTube short to supplement it, and we'll take a look and see how he compares next to other versions of Ben Affleck. But for now, here you can see how he looks next to Val Kilmer and Robert Pattinson. Scales pretty well, I think, with them. He is a taller, bigger guy than I think Val Kilmer, so that works. Robert Pattinson, though, does have more height on him. But isn't it just fun to see the evolution of the bat suit throughout the movies? You know, the Batman Forever, Batfleck, Robert Pattinson. You know, that's why I love Batman. He's so versatile. You know, every generation, not even every generation, like a couple of times a generation, we get a different version of Batman in the cinemas. And each of them is unique and has different suits, different styles, and that's what makes it fun. So, yeah. Anyways, final thoughts on this figure. Again, wish the head sat a little bit lower on the neck, which was a little bit more beefier, and the gray was a little bit different. It just a little bit more accurate. But other than that, I really love this figure. Just having it in person, having it in hand, it's just a really cool Ben Affleck Batman figure. And again, I really hope we do get a full BVS line with the other characters that I mentioned before. And there you go. So, as always, I'll be doing more content on my Instagram channel, Asoka the Geek. If you guys want to see anything specific, any specific comparisons, let me know. I'm more than happy to create additional content for you. And again, I will do a proper comparison with the other Affleck suits when I dig those out of my garage, hopefully this weekend. But for now, there he is. There is Ben Affleck as Batman. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider subscribing. Thank you guys. Have a great day.